We want to go now to our correspondent, Steve Osunsami, who is in Atlanta in Druid Hills. And Steve, if you can hear us, we know that in some places in Georgia, the students have actually been barred from leaving school, and some are staging these protests, these walkouts in defiance of their schools. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Allowed to purchase guns after
well, we know a couple of counties north of the city, Gwinnett, I believe, and 6 counties, we're told, 6 counties in the metro Atlanta area are not allowing their students to walk out, but some of those students are doing so anyway, and we're planning to do so anyway. We are in DeKalb County outside Druid Hills High School, where there are about 1,000 students who are out here. They've made this a day program where this morning they talked about gun control. They are registering students to vote, registering seniors to vote this afternoon. But I want to talk to some of these seniors, some of these students. Before we came on the air here, we were actually having a bit of a debate about gun control and what can be done about it. And we were talking to this young man here. You had some issues with this.
Right. So, well, one issue I have is with people thinking that like banning assault rifles is the way to go. Because what's going to happen after that is it's, to me at least. I mean, I'm not an adult. I don't have a fully developed brain, and my thinking skills aren't right on. But I think that it's just going to end up going to handguns, because handguns are the actual, the real thing that happens in schools more 2 times than assault rifles actually. And another point is that if someone wants to get a gun, they will go about getting it however that means, because there's a huge black market for guns, and that'll just increase.
Still, though, understand and respect what's happening.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. What do you guys think about his opinion?
I would ask legislatures that you turn your prayers directed to whomever
Say it again.
that you worship and ask for guidance.
I was talking about what she was saying. We just need common sense gun.
Problem.
Like, you have to be 18 to register to get some type of rifle gun. But I don't think, I think everybody should be able to get a gun when you're like 21 or at least 25. I mean, like, to me, I feel like you have to take a certain common sense test about guns, but anybody who has like mental health issues or anything should be able to have guns.
One of the things we were talking about earlier was that you guys were telling me that one of the things that you hope happens here is that we not just talk about gun control, but we also talk about dealing with students who have issues. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay, so I was just saying earlier that if we know that somebody parent or somebody that's close to them just passed on, I think that we should have people to go and talk to them, have people in session to go.
Like counselors who are dedicated.
More like, I shouldn't say that they could just automatically just go in the counselor office, but I think it should be somebody there. They should have a support team. I think we should have more support teams for high schoolers, schools, period. Because we don't know what people are going through.
Yeah.
And I just think it should be more.
You were telling me about adults, that you don't think that adults take,
Yeah, there was actually a news article I saw, and it said, what would you do if your child lectured a senator on national television? And I said, would you say that about an adult? I mean, I guess they kind of act like we're stupid sometimes. And you're right, we don't have fully developed brains, but we do have some serious opinions, and sure, we do have a lot to learn, but I don't know. It's just it kind of we're kind of right in the issue, and I mean, some people have brought guns to our school before, but they've gotten arrested, but they got them in.
What do you guys think about the other school districts that are not allowing this? What do you guys?
It's the First Amendment. It's you should be able to speak freely. Even though I don't agree with most of the stuff people are saying here, I think it's important to have an open marketplace of ideas.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and I think that they're trying to silence us because they don't like what we have to say. And I can't wrap my mind around it, because we are young, but we do have important things to say, and we do have strong opinions, and we are the ones who live our lives every day coming to a school where, there's a possibility that there could be a shooter. So I think that our opinions should be of value.
Because one of those school districts is a neighboring school district. We're talking about Gwinnett County.
Yeah, Gwinnett County.
That they're not allowing the students to come out and do this.
What we have to say is important.
We have a voice too. It's not just adults. It's not just other people or famous people or newscasts. We have voices as well. All of us, we talk for a reason. We talk to have an opinion. We talk to say something. We shouldn't hold stuff in or get shut down for what we got to say.
Yeah.
And the reason that this stuff is happening because people see stuff on social media and it affects the way affects the way they act. And by them seeing other people with guns, they think it's, oh, I'm cool with guns, oh, I can do stuff that they can't and stuff like that. Like, they didn't learn how to fight by themselves, not with weapons in their hands.
Okay. I always ask this when I do interviews. What do you guys want me to make sure that we tell the rest of the country? What should I not forget?
To talk to each other.
Hey.
Everyone needs to talk to each other.
Communication.
Because everyone needs to talk to each other because Democrats and Republicans, they're so divided and there's a lapse in communication between the left and the right. And we need to talk. Like both the far right, the far left, the alt-right, the alt-left, they just need to talk to each other because without that, nothing's going to happen.
I'm going to give you the last word because I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, like everybody should be heard. Just because, like, you know, somebody I guess is like, you know, more famous than somebody else doesn't mean that their word is more important than anybody else's. Like, everybody's word is important, no matter what you think about that topic or whatever the topic is. It's always important.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys joining us and talking with us. Thank you for all of your opinions. And I got to say, all of you make me proud just to see young people. I can't believe that you are what? 16?
I'm 18.
17, 18 years old?
15.
15 years old? I mean, that's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you very much for being with us. We are at Druid Hills High School. These are these wonderful students who you've just met. Today, as I understand it, you guys are going to be registering seniors to vote. Is that right? Yes. They're going to be registering seniors to vote. These children are demanding that adults do better, and they're speaking this out all on their own. Back to you in New York.
Steve, I want to just stay with you for a quick second because what those students said was just so incredible. The fact that they said that they don't have fully developed brains, and yet at the same time, these students right around you probably had the most adult conversation about gun control in the U.S. that we've heard in a long time. And especially the young man, too, talking about the counterpoints and the issues with handguns. We know that in the United States, and one of the debates in Florida is the fact that some students, or excuse me, young people can't buy a handgun until they're 21, but they can buy an assault rifle, arguably a more deadly weapon, when they're 18 years old. Of some of the comments that these young students have made to you, what stands out? What has struck you the most about this debate and conversation today?
The future, continue to fight for change.
I gotta say, I remember what it was like to be their age, and the idea of having to worry about getting shot up at school just blows my mind. I can't, in my mind, picture myself in high school having to have this discussion in this setting, having to push for this. And no matter how you feel about the gun control argument, that is startling. That we're talking about children who are essentially telling us that they don't feel safe.
Parents and visitors,
one young man here who says that the numbers are being skewed. That
if your students
that there is a lot
feel
of
they need
misinformation
to dialogue
about
about
the number
this when you return to class,
people being
please
shot, and that
provide them the forum
there is
to discuss
a lot of
the
effort
issues that
here
were
just to
mentioned here
ban
today.
guns, but. The fact that these young people at this age are
I'm
having
so,
this conversation
so very proud of
to
all
me,
of you.
as opposed to
You've
talking
done an
about
incredible
hair
job today.
or books or music,
your civic
is wild to
responsibility,
me.
and that students
I think
and
that
young people can get
a lot of
together
attention, of course, we're
and take
focusing on,
action
especially
and
down
do
in this
it
part
in
of
a
the country, on some of those
responsible
school districts that
and
aren't
respectful
letting
fashion.
those students actually demonstrate
This
today.
concludes today's walkout.
That's a very interesting
Teachers,
thing
if you will, at this
to be
time,
watching
help us
today, and to
escort the
see some
students
of those pictures
back
of those
into their
students who chose to
classrooms.
walk
Thank
out
you.
anyway, especially down in this part of the country. This is gun country. We have more guns confiscated at the Atlanta and Dallas airports in the south than we do at other airports across the country, because guns are just more ubiquitous in this part of the country. But that's what surprises me the most is the smarts of these children and how aware they are on this issue.